Ladies and gentlemen, this is Real Honesty without John Ritland. Somewhere around there. I am not John Ritland. I am the Derbinator. Hello. And we had an alright episode of NXT tonight. The main event, it's nothing to scoff at. But we did start off with a quick promo from Ciampa, but this time he actually said something. Pretty much he went in the ring after the usual boos and everyone chanting for Johnny Gargano. He just gets on the mic and yells, "He's gone!" And he gets out of the ring, he starts taking apart some of the crowd signs, taking one, wiping his ass with it, and throwing it back at the guy, picking a fight with a grandma. The grandma was having none of it. Give him a thumbs down. And then he pulls a sign from the wrong man, and that man is Johnny Gargano himself. He shows up, he attacks Ciampa, gets dragged out by security. Ciampa looks a little freaked out, because, you know, he's not supposed to be there. And yeah, that was that promo. Afterwards, we got a quick update on Roderick Strong being added to the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic, and his partner is a mystery. Except of all the foreshadowing that's been done over the past couple episodes. Disputed Era does rip on Roderick Strong for a bit because they're like, "There's a loser." And then they go into Adam Cole's main event match tonight against Cassius Ohno. Oh no. Oh no! Oh yeah! Yeah, they made fun of him, also called him a loser, and he was so confident in his inevitable victory that he's like, "You know, I prefer it if you both just sat back in the locker room and relaxed." And Fish and O'Reilly obliged. They're like, "Oh, alright." After that, Oney Lorcan comes out, getting ready for the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic, and his music it's not very impactful. It's almost too quiet. And then, of course, what's his face? Danny Burch, on the other hand, his music's adequate. Afterwards, Roderick Strong comes out, and then his tag team partner's music hits, and it's Pete Dunne. Oh yes, the Bruiserweight and Roderick Strong in a tag team, and it was pretty good actually. They meld together pretty well. It did start off with Burt showing his experience versus Pete Dunne. Like when Dunne would go for Irish Whip to come back and hit him, Birch just went through, took out he swept the leg, as it were. And then, throughout the match, you did see a lot of teamwork between Strong and Dunne, which was usually unusual for somebody who had just been competing against each other. But I think what they're going with is that they do have a mutual respect for each other and will work together well. I would like to see what else does come of this. Now, it was going through, Lorcan and did get in a lot of offense. God, let's see here. I've got all of my notes on my phone here, so if I'm looking down repeatedly, you may have noticed by now. It's usually because I'm looking down at my notes, because it's hard to keep track of some of the stuff that goes on in the match. Strong and Lorcan so let's see here. Yeah, Birch comes up with a drop kick off the top turnbuckle into Dunne's jaw, which looked bad. Not as in like a botch, but I'm not sure if that actually hurt Pete Dunne or not. Strong and Lorcan tagged in. Lorcan comes in with a quick series of drop kicks, or with a quick drop kick and a running uppercut, repeated pins, unable to take him out. Tags in Birch, but fails to capitalize. Strong tags in Dunne, who comes down on Birch's hand. Ouch. Strong and Lorcan take it outside the ring, with Lorcan knocking down Strong. Birch and Dunne duke it out in the ring, with Birch going for a big ol' headbutt. After knocking down Dunne, suplexes him. Lorcan comes in with when Strong tries to interfere, and suplexes Strong onto Pete Dunne. They place both of them into a submission, with Strong managing to counter and pretty much kick them away. And then Strong ends it with Pendulum, and then the end of Heartache. The two did show a mutual respect for one another during the match, and it was an interesting combo that I think is still inevitably just going to be a short-term tag team. But we'll see what comes out of this. And then, the biggest sticking point with NXT. Why do you give the women 3 minutes for a match? I believe I had checked and it was at 5:33 when the match began. It was 5:36 when it ended. You even had an interjection with Shayna Baszler to bore the crowd to death. It did make it feel like it was going on a lot longer than 3 minutes, but come on. Then afterwards, we got some promos, replays, things like that. Andrade Cien Almas shows up with anger in his eyes, then poorly berates Aleister Black, and then switches to Spanish. Crowd, being the crowd, starts chanting, "What?" And then Andrade Cien Almas said a bad word. He called him a piece of bleep. I think he meant poo. I could be wrong. Let's see here. And then, oh yeah, did challenge him to next week. And then we get the match, the main event. Mano a mano, it's Adam Cole, Barbie, versus Cassius Ohno's Beer Belly. No offense, Cassius Ohno, you're deceptively athletic with some of the moves that you pulled off. Ohno does dominate for a brief moment before Cole starts landing kicks and a shoulder tackle. These two did go back and forth quite a bit, with Cole trying to rely more on his tactics than Cassius Ohno, who tries to brute strength his way through things. There were a lot of good moments in this match, and one of them was Cassius Ohno's just going over the top rope, grabbing it, spinning, and landing on his feet on the apron, and then turning around and kicking Cole from one side of the ring to the other. It was a very impressive match, but it wasn't a top-ranked match, but what can you expect? I gotta say I was pretty impressed with Adam Cole picking up Cassius Ohno, holding him there for a sec, and then going down for the neck breaker onto his knee. That was damn impressive. It takes a lot of power. But in the end, with a series of super kicks and neck breakers and everything he could really pull out to beat him, Adam Cole beats Cassius. Oh no, he lost again. And yeah, that was NXT. I'm gonna have to give this a grade. I'm gonna say B-. Wasn't as good as some of the other shows that have been going on this year, but it was pretty good. Let me know if you agree. Leave a comment down below. Hit the like, dislike, subscribe, do whatever you want. I don't particularly care. And yeah, tune in next week as I review NXT again and try to keep John under control for Raw and SmackDown. This has been Real Honesty without John Ritland. I am not John Ritland. I am the Derbinator, and you have a good night.